Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katherine Robertson. I am a teacher, a mother, a wife, and an author, and I currently have 5 children's chapter books that are out and will be linked down below. And in addition to that, I have 1 adult cozy mystery that is also currently out, with a second one coming out hopefully sometime in February. So here's what we're going to be talking about today. I want to talk to you about my 2025 writing plans. Now, these are just my writing plans. These are not the plans for my job or my family. These are just the writing plans. I currently work full time as a teacher. I am currently a full time mom to a rambunctious and very busy toddler. And I also like to write. And so I want to talk about my plans for 2025. Now, I also want to include a little bit about why I'm saying plans and not saying goals. To me, goals, it's really semantics. Let's just be very clear about that. It's really semantics. I feel like the word goal for me is a yes or no question. So, did I hit this goal, this arbitrary goal that I set for myself? Or did I not? And for me, the dog just came in. And for me, I really want to do more with plans. These are the things that I plan to do in 2025. And plans can be fluid. A plan, I change plans all the time. I'm an introvert. But I think that plan for me really works better because it signifies these things can change and these things are ever changing. And I have 2 kind of categories of my plan. The first are my kind of non-negotiables that I'll talk about first. These are the projects that I have already started, that I've already committed to finishing, but I don't want to be just one-off projects. I want them to be part of a series. Hello. Hello. Are you sniffing stuff? Hello. Hello. I love you. She's just going to stare at me for a little bit. I'm going to switch hands here so I can pet her. And then the other are kind of more loosey-goosey. These are the kind of must-do, may-dos, if you will, if you are in teaching. My must-dos are things that I do need to get done this year. And then my may-dos are simply things that I would like to get done this year to set me up for success in 2026 as well. So, without further ado, let's jump into those goals, shall we? So, in terms of my plans, I have some non negotiables, some plans that I need to do. First up is my Junebug Doggy Detective series. I have 5 books out in this series, and I have 2 more that are completely written, and I think 1 more that is plotted, which will bring my total for this series up to 8. I have really enjoyed writing these series, and they're fun to publish and do all the work for. And these books obviously revolve around my dog, Junebug, and the kids at my job really love them, so I really like writing them and showing them that anyone can kind of be a writer. Personally, I think that after these 3, then it'll probably be the end of my Junebug series, just because it can't go on forever. But I always, of course, reserve the right to come back to the series if need be. So that's my first non-negotiable. My second one is my Poppy Seymour series. I have Of Ashes and Chaos out, and Of Treasure and Bone, which is my second book in the series, is to my editor, and is slated for kind of a February release is my hope. I want to get 2 books out this year. I don't want to pressure myself into doing too many books. And so I'm hoping to release one in February and one in September. These are longer books, so I am only planning on releasing 2 a year. And I'm hoping that there'll be about 5 books so far in this series. Maybe more as the ideas occur to me. I feel like sometimes Poppy Seymour and her ghostly companion Agnes just like take over my brain, and suddenly I'm thinking about like, oh, their stories. So that's my other non-negotiable. I don't want to kind of forget that series because that's a series that's very near and dear to my heart. They're just enjoyable to write, and I think that you have to write things that you enjoy as well as what's kind of trendy right now. So 2 books next year. And then the kind of negotiable ones I have, the first one is what I'm calling my unnamed series. And these are things that I want to stick to. These are a little bit more flexible though. So this series has kind of been on my mind for years at this point. There are 3 books. Each book follows a different character, and they are romance, so like a level 2 or level 3 spicy. And I don't think I will get to publishing these books this year. I think it'll be more like a 2026 publishing, and I want to do a rapid release with these published with this project where there's only like a month or 2 in between. So I really need to have them ready to go. So I think 2026 will be mostly about writing these books and getting them ready for editing in 2026. But I would like to have them plotted and written this year if possible. So that's another 3 books that I plan on writing this year. Um, it's been such a project that's been so close to my heart and that I've wanted to write for years. And so finally getting the chance to kind of write them and see if I like this style or if this is something I want to do is very exciting. My second flexible plan is YouTube. And I think that I've burdened myself with YouTube in the past, and it wasn't something that I enjoyed. I was so busy trying to make content and like to stay relevant and to gain followers. And I want this to be something that's easy for me. Maybe not easy, but doable. And I kind of don't want it to take too much of my time, if I'm being honest. Um, I want to be spending my time with my family or writing. The important things that I want to do. I really want to write. That's my main goal. Um, so I plan on kind of doing a vlog like video each month and then also a reading vlog about my thoughts on some books. Um, and if this isn't something that I'm passionate about or it becomes too much of a burden, then I'll change it. I don't need to stick to a set schedule here. My main goal is always to be writing. And for me, YouTube is part of sharing my journey in a real life way. I have a full-time job. I have a toddler and a family, and I also want to write books, and not everyone gets to do that as a full-time job. And so I kind of want to share my journey of being an author in this hectic way. So those are kind of my goals. They're pretty simple, my plans. 5 books published, 8 books written. Sounds good.